Welcome, fellow travelers. Modmaven here, and I'm happy to bring you another review of this beautiful paradise planet. We're in the Euclid Galaxy in a Corvax Tier 3 economy. I'll show glyphs throughout if you want to come check this out, but please do be aware of other bases in your surroundings when you come. We'll check out the characteristics of this planet, as well as go up in space and check out the other planets in the system, as well as the S-Class upgrades up in the space station and the ships. And then we'll come back here for vibe score. Let's get to it. All right, we called this one Valley Vista, and you can kind of see why. Scattered throughout this one, there are a lot of different kind of valleys that are fairly flat. You got a little bit of, rolling hill action there, but pretty flat. And then these huge mountains around them. There's all kinds of these on this planet. Really, really cool looking. And as we transition into night, you'll see that we are going to have some very nice glow grass. We'll see this during the day as well. It's a pretty dark, kind of purplish color. It's not black. Now, there are some people that would call this black, but it's close, but I don't think it's technically black, but it's a really dark kind of purplish color that we'll see glow here in a bit. But anyway, some really nice looking colors here. A mushroom biome. As far as our flora, so lots of mushrooms that will glow and so forth. We see a little bit of it over there with those star bulb type clusters there. Some mushrooms to check out over there as well. So we'll see this kind of sunset as we head into night here. We'll check it out at night a little bit later, and we'll also take a look at our fauna. Okay, let's talk featured fauna for this one. So here we've got a cool bone cat, kind of a gold and purplish red on this one, that cool swooping horn thing on its head. There's another one that glows a lot more at night, actually, that has some mushrooms kind of on its head and back. I'll flip over to a screenshot of that, but I did want to show you this one. These can be vicious, so you may need to kind of run away. This one, not so sure about here. He's kind of circling a bit. So anyway, but that's a pretty good, that's a pretty good look at his size and everything. We're gonna get away from him and just kind of let him do his thing here. So a little bit more of our, ouch, get away. We're down on the kind of valley floor here. I did want you to kind of see this as well, a little bit closer up. And here's another one of our cool fauna, kind of a yellow crabbish looking thing as he runs off there. So through our flora as well, wanted to kind of circle back to that a little bit as we were down here on the valley floor. Yellows and greens in the mushrooms, and some cool kind of clusters here as well. Since I'm stuck in this mushroom, let's talk resources and weather on this planet. So paradise planet, of course, true paradise, which means no storms or any problems with sentinels. If you go to a secure building, of course, you're going to have some problems with sentinels, but in general, dig stuff up, go for it. Over on resources, starbulb, copper, paraffinium, and cobalt. Cobalt is nice to have on these if you want to go mine that and flip it, crash some economies if you want, and make some money that way. It's nice to have it as an available resource on this one. This is kind of what I mean about this grass color. We were talking about it like, what color is this? It's like a dark purplish, reddish, brownish, what is it? You can kind of tell here from when it's lighting up. It's definitely a dark purple, not really a black, but especially during the day, it does look black at times. So check these out. We got our awesome glowing mushrooms here and kind of some yellowish greens. There's some other greens kind of through there. Our cool star bulb type flora there glowing away as well. We got a few mushrooms here and there. This is another one of the valleys that we were looking at before. And I did want to mention too, as we're kind of checking this out at night, you see those kind of floating island things there. We got another. So watch out for some of these guys. They like to attack you. So we're going to run over here, and hopefully he'll leave us alone so that we can kind of check out a nice sunrise and maybe a cave as well. So let's get over here. Sweet sunrise. So this is, I mean, this is a big reason why we're here, right? I mean, these awesome valleys with these huge mountains around them. As you may have noticed, there is no water on this planet. Um, Normally, I like to have water, but this one was really. Hey, watch it, buddy. Was really special with these huge valleys, and like I mentioned, these floating things here. You can kind of get a Lion King, Simba kind of look going on up here with Pride Rock or something like that. That's what I did with one of the valleys. I put my base right up here on top of one of these rocks, and it's really cool to just kind of look out over the valley or come down here and check everything out. So we get to see this sunrise, which is pretty sweet here, and we can also see more of the purple here, depending on what color of the day it is on this grass. So we'll hop down in a cave real quick, and then we'll head up to see the rest of the system. All right, down here in the cave, I'm going to leave my light off here so you can kind of see the sort of natural light coming through here. These kind of cool little lights on the ground here next to our kind of standard bulbs there. I hadn't really seen these before. They're kind of cool. So stalactites, stalagmites going on here, kind of reddish into purple glow as we walk through here, and a pretty vast underground area here. Of course, our grass kind of bleeds over here into the cave. This is pretty sweet. So when it's nighttime, we will see this glow down here, which is really neat. So like you could set up a base down here and have your grass glowing at night, just like it does up there. So whether you're kind of like looking over a valley or in a valley or underground here, some really cool places and options for building. Alright, wanted to fly through here and give a little bit of a bird's eye view of some more of these valleys and mountains. So, as we mentioned before, lots of these sort of floating rocks that actually have some flora on them, flora and fauna on them, so they're not too bad to build on. They actually have some grass that'll glow on them, and etc. Unlike some of those kind of black, dark areas that you can't build on some of these planets. But as you can see here too, I mean, there are quite a few mountains all through here. So, maybe a little bit more difficult to build and so forth, but a lot of times it'll open up into more of these. Here we go. There's kind of a smaller valley through here. So that's why I really chose this with these valleys that open up. And whether you're up here, checking it out from above or below, it's just a really cool place to check out, especially with this kind of orangish mist and orange sky. This is one of my favorite kind of skies, especially as you see the kind of other planets here up in the sky. This kind of orangish mist through everything, especially in the distance. It really looks great. Okay, I get it. It's purple. All right, fine. All right, let's flip around here. We'll check out the other planets in this system. I did want to feature one of these planets, so I'll put up some screenshots of these. So there's a total of 4 other planets. Nice view here. We get to see all of them for this one. And I did want to mention a columned planet. So this is kind of our feature planet for this one. I'll put up a screenshot. So this has some of the glitches. You can go and collect the glitching separators. That's kind of on the left of the screenshot. I'll point that out on the screenshot. And those can be picked up and used as decoration in your bases or in your freighter. And you can also change the color of those when you deploy them. So you can do a bunch of different colors. They're really cool. They kind of float there. Really, really cool looking. And then the other planets in the system, we have a high radio source planet. And then we have an incandescent planet. And then our last one, other than the Paradise planet, is our temperate planet. Now this one has high sentinels, kind of a brown-red grass look, and some green trees. So with it being a lush planet, you may want to check it out, but it does have those high sentinels. So at this point, we're going to jump over and we will check out the ships for this system. Alright, let's talk ships in this system. So I stood next to my golden vector there and reloaded and didn't move and kind of let these come in. So this is kind of your first wave. So in any system, you're going to have 21 different configurations of ships as we look at this fighter. And actually, this fighter is one of the ones that I wanted to look at. Let me stand on it so it doesn't go away here. So in any system, you're going to have 21 different configurations of ships. That's the things like the colors, the nose here on this one, those engines and so forth, and the wings. So you're going to have, for this one, you're going to have 7 different explorers, since this is a Corvax dominant economy, and then you're going to have 3 fighters. This is one of them right here, this nice white with red. This one's really nice, and the boosters, you know, a different color there. It's super cool. And then I did have another fighter. I think it just flew away, but I'll put up a screenshot of that one too. It is kind of a goldish yellow color, which is pretty unique. You don't see a color like that where it actually looks pretty gold, so I'm going to put that one up. It's a barrel nose. Some people don't like those, but you know, it's pretty cool. The color especially is fairly unique, so I'll put that one up. And then you're going to have 3 haulers, 7 shuttles, and then 1 exotic. So that'll round out all 21 different configurations of ships. And then for this one, I did find the exotic. I'll put up a screenshot of that. So this is a little yellow guppy, pretty cool little ship. If you want to come get that one, it's quite charming, very nice. So come check these out. Alright, as we watch more ships kind of come in and out here, we're going to talk S-Class upgrades. Now these were gathered on the PC, but you know, so your results may vary here, but it should be pretty close. These are available at the vendors up on the left. That's that kind of goldish ship I was talking about earlier that kind of turns around here. That's a pretty unique color right there on that one. So I'll put these up on the screen here for you, these S-Class upgrades. So for your exosuit, you got thermal protection from cold and life support. There's not a whole lot to kind of highlight here, not that many really. It is kind of nice on the multi-tool. You do have the mining beam and the scanner, so if you kind of want to round that side of your multi-tool out, you can kind of grab that and reload, etc. So not too bad there. It is a C-Class cabinet, so not much to write home about there. And then next, for sale, we also have chlorine over on the right-hand side across the way here where we're looking, if you want to get that and flip that. So at this point, I think we're going to head on down to back to our Paradise Planet and give this one a vibe score. See you down there. Alright, back here on our Paradise Planet, it's time for a vibe score. The vibe score I give a planet is kind of a measurement. It's very subjective of just kind of how it makes me feel just to hang out and vibe for a while. This one's really nice. I mean, big reasons why I reviewed it. You have these huge valleys that you can look over, you know, hop down in there and check out the glowing mushrooms and everything during the night, or you know, stay up here. There's a lot of these floating kind of rock areas that also have all this really nice flora on it that will glow at night as well. And so, you know, pick a rock, pick a valley, you know, maybe even pick one of these peaks, but you're going to get awesome views wherever you go. We have these bone cats. Yeah, they're vicious, but really cool looking at night, especially those glowing bone cats to go along with these mushrooms. And yeah, no water on this one, but I just really like these valleys, and there's so many of them spread out through the planet. You can really have some fun with some different options for building. So I want to give this one an 8 out of 10. I found a way to not be attacked. Give him some food and ride him. This guy kind of wants to eat my lunch here, but we're just going to walk through a rock and not care. So, hey, if you enjoyed this, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to catch that vibe. I'd also like to give a big shout out to my supporters as we walk through more solid objects over on buymeacoffee.com. I really would appreciate some support over there. It really does help me make these, and really thank them for their support, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.